The Chicago Bulls have just taken a significant step forward with Josh Giddey's 4-year $100 million contract extension, a commitment that secures the Australian point guard for the future of the franchise. Giddey averaged 14.6 points, 8.1 rebounds, 7.2 assists, and 1.2 steals in 70 games in the 2024-25 season, in addition to a notable improvement in his three-point shooting, with a 37.8% success rate. This fully guaranteed contract confirms that the club sees him as a central piece for the coming years within their rebuilding plan. If you want to keep up with every detail of the Bulls' future after this potentially game-changing contract, you know what to do. Like and subscribe to the channel now so you don't miss a thing. With Giddey locked up through the 2028-29 season, the Bulls now face tough decisions elsewhere on the roster, especially regarding Coby White and Ayo Dosunmu. The club must quickly decide whether to keep both or make adjustments to make room for more consistency and versatility. While Dosunmu appears to have his spot more secure, his name has been floated in trade rumors. One suggested proposal is to send him to the Nuggets in exchange for Zeke Nnaji, Peyton Watson, and a future protected first-round pick. Dosunmu's tenure directly impacts White's utility and his role on the team going forward. Furthermore, the Bulls need to define what it truly means to build around Giddey. If the team wants to compete in the East, it needs perimeter support, defensive improvement, and players who accept clear roles. The continuation of Billy Donovan as coach, the fast-paced offensive philosophy, well-placed three-pointers, and efficient transitions are steps that have already begun to appear, but they require players suited to the style. The club seems willing to maintain its youthful core, but the pressure to turn promise into victories is increasing, especially after the strong late-season run in which Giddey led the team to key comebacks. Another critical point is salary costs and the financial cap. With Giddey receiving a high guaranteed contract, the Bulls need to consider how to balance the contracts of White, Dosunmu, and potential reinforcements. There's a risk of overloading the roster with salaries that reduce flexibility for adjustments or future signings. There will also be pressure on players like White to justify their averages and deliver more consistent performances to match the team's new financial level. If White or Dosunmu push for a valuable extension, the Bulls will have to decide whether to pay or consider trades, at the risk of losing assets without return. The management's vision indicates that we are entering a decisive phase. Vice President of Basketball Operations Arturas Karnisovas has already emphasized that this is a transitional year, but that there are promising signs, especially during the final stretch of last season, when the Bulls won 15 of 20 games, with Giddey playing a central role in those victories. Now the challenge is to maintain this momentum, transform potential into results, and decide which of the youth academy players will remain key players for the future. Fiscal and sporting patience will be tested. In short, with Giddey locked up for the next few years, the Chicago Bulls face decisions that will define their future, defining Coby White's role, deciding on Dosunmu, ensuring the roster complements Giddey, maintaining financial flexibility, and pursuing concrete victories. The success of this new cycle will depend more on current choices than on signed contracts. If you enjoyed this in-depth analysis of the Bulls' challenges following Josh Giddey's extension, don't forget to like and subscribe now to follow each episode of this journey to the NBA elite.